Aho, this is Tikadabu na Washte Wichasha means prairie chicken good man, here in Adams County, Ohio. I'd like to tell you a little story that goes back to 1890, 1900 about a Pawnee medicine man. The reason I'm telling this story, they've been doing this here in Ohio here the last several years, having a seed ceremony in this area. This was done out west though by this Pawnee medicine man. And he had gathered quite a number of people in this big lodge they had built. And it had several cavalry officers in there, military, and several white people, some reporters for the news, and some Indians in there with drums, and he had a couple helpers. So they were all gathered in there to watch this medicine man. So he goes down into the center and he takes his stick out of his medicine bag and he draws a big circle. And he sits down in this circle and starts breaking up the ground. And he's running it through his hand, making it real fine. Finally he gets the ground cultivated, broke up real fine. Then he reaches in his medicine bag and takes out 4 kernels of corn. He takes his thumb and he puts a hole in the ground and he plants each kernel. Then he sings a water song with the help of the ones that have the drums. After he sings a water song, he sits there and covers them up real well, makes the ground real smooth, and he starts singing. And after about 15-20 minutes, all of a sudden 4 blades of green come up through the ground. And this scared the person so bad that she passed out and they had to help her out of the big lodge. Well, he kept chanting and singing, and it began to grow. And he chanted and sang till it was about 20 inches tall. And then he stopped for a few minutes and sprinkled a little more water on it. And then it grew some more, and he sang some more songs, and the more he sang, the higher it grew. And all of a sudden, the corn began to tossle. And then the ears began to come out and mature on it. So when it was just right, he had his helpers pick 3 ears off 3 stalks. He told them to take them out and roast them and pass them around the crowd. He took the other ear after they'd grown a little longer and got hard, and he took it and he put it in his medicine bag. And they passed the corn around and let the people taste it. Oh, it was so good. There were several reporters wrote this story in the New York Times, but no one to this day can figure out how he done it. Some people said it was a sleight of hand, but it wasn't a sleight of hand because they were close to him and they could see everything he did. So it's still mysterious of how he culled the corn out of the ground. I'd like to say about that much, Matakwiyasi.